Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 17 and we will present a study case about price ceiling of low-cost home. First, why the government propose a minimum price for all low-cost home? First, we have protection of low-income group. Protect low-income group like B40 from the continuous rise in housing prices. Without this price control, developers set prices based on market equilibrium, and which is often too high. Next, we have controlling housing market inflation. Government interventions through subsidy and price ceiling help control inflation in housing market. Housing costs rise due to increasing land prices, build material, and urban demand. So price ceiling helps limit ceiling prices, preventing developers from raising prices excessively. Third, we have reducing market failure. Market failure happen when demand, supply, and prices cannot reach equilibrium. And price ceiling help ensure affordable low-cost housing and prevent misallocations for resources. Government also interventions help stabilize the market and protect vulnerable groups. Lastly, we have encouraging developers to construct affordable housing. Price ceiling encourage developers to invest in affordable housing through public to private partnerships. So government offer incentives such as tax relief and land access to attract developers. Last, we all also provide margin are lower. Uh, Subsidy and incentives keep developers motivation to build low cost homes. That's all.
So let's move to the next question. What will happen when the price ceiling is imposed? So, have you ever wondered why some houses suddenly become more affordable but harder to get? Let's explore how price ceilings work in the housing market. Imagine the housing market is like a night market. At the night market, sellers set price based on what people are willing to pay. If lots of people want nasi lemak and there's not much left, the price goes up. If there's too much supply and not enough buyers, the price goes down. That's how the market finds its balance, just like the equilibrium point in economics. In the housing market, this balance happens between developers who build houses and buyers who want to own them. The price where supply meet demand is called the market equilibrium. But what happens when the government steps in and says you can't sell low-cost home above Rm 42,000 ringgit? That's a price ceiling, a maximum price that developers are allowed to charge, and it's set below the market equilibrium. Now, because the price is lower, more people can afford to buy homes. Just like if nasi lemak suddenly costs Rm 1 ringgit, everyone wants a packet. So demand increases. Families who couldn't afford a house before now rush to apply. But developers face a different situation. With the price cap, their profit margins shrink. They still have to pay for land, materials, and labor, but they earn less. So they slow down construction or shift focus to higher end projects. That means supply decreases. Now, we have a mismatch. More people want homes, but fewer are being built. That's what we call a shortage. In real life, this leads to long waiting lists, limited units, and frustration among buyers. So while price ceilings help make housing more affordable, they also disturb the natural balance of the market. Without enough supply, affordability alone isn't enough. That's why price ceilings must be supported by other actions like increasing housing stock, offering incentives to developers, and controlling speculation to make sure the original goal of affordability is truly achieved.
This is a basic supply and demand diagram for the housing market. On the vertical axis, we have the price, and on the horizontal axis, we have the quantity. This diagram shows how price and quantity are related in the market. The upward sloping line is the supply curve. It shows that as prices increase, developers are more willing to build houses. The downward sloping line is the demand curve. It shows that when prices fall, more people want to buy houses. The point where these two curves meet is called as the equilibrium, which marked as PE for the price and QE for the quantity. At this point, the number of houses demanded equals the number supplied, so there is no shortage. Now, let's say the government sets a price ceiling, which means a maximum price developers can charge. This is shown as PO on the diagram, and it is set below the equilibrium price. At this lower price, more people can afford houses, so demand increase, but developers earn less profit, so they build fewer houses. Because of that, the total supply in the market decreased. The result is a shortage, where demand becomes greater than supply. On the diagram, the gap between the quantity demanded and the quantity supplied shows the shortage in the market. In conclusion, while price ceilings help make housing more affordable, they also can cause an imbalance in the market. That's why additional policies are needed to support supply and ensure housing remains accessible.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Umi Aizan binti Juno alias Ismail, and today I will be presenting about government initiative for affordable housing in Malaysia. This topic explains the effort made by the Malaysian government to help citizens, especially low and middle income groups, own affordable homes. The first initiative focused on increasing the supply of affordable housing through programs such as Prima, Rumah and PPR. These programs give low and middle income households the chance to buy homes at prices much lower than the market rate. To make this possible, the government provides subsidies, uses government land, and collaborates with private developers to reduce construction costs. By increasing the supply of houses, it also helps to stabilize housing prices and make home more affordable for the public. The second initiative is aimed at controlling property speculation, which is one of the main reasons behind rising house prices. The government has introduced the Real Property Gains Tax or RPGT to tax those who resell properties quickly for profit. In addition, sticker ban loans rules have been applied to second and third home buyers. This step ensures that houses are primarily purchased by real home buyers, not short-term investors. Apart from that, the government also controls the prices of building materials, give incentive to developers who build affordable homes, and works closely with state government to provide land for housing projects. In short, the government takes a complete approach, not just controlling prices, but also increasing supply and reducing speculation. All these efforts are made to help Malaysians, especially those who lower income, to own comfortable and affordable home.
Lastly, I will talk about the implication of 2019 price increase for the low-cost housing sector. The main effect of it is shortage due to high demand and lack of supplier. Next, the existence of the black market because of the high demand for house and the lack of supplier cause many parties to profit by selling house at high price, or the occurrence of corrupt activity just to own a house. Last but not least is The quality for a house decreases because the leader may use material of low quality so that they make a profit. That's all. Thank you.